How ready do you think you'll be for this first game, which is, I'm sure you'll know, a month tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be ready. I think every club will try and gloss over some bits, but it's been a hugely challenging year, and pre-season's thrown up a fair bit for us as well already. So, but no excuses from me whatsoever. When I came back 2.5 years ago, I said, give me 3 years to fix it. And if I can't, I'll go and do something else. And, you can get someone else to do the job. So even with what's gone on this last 12 months, there'll be no excuses from me. I'm really happy with where the squad are at. I'm really happy with our staff and our coaching team. I think the players have been outstanding with how they have handled the last 12 months in particular. And we talk about some of the challenges that our overseas boys have had to face. It's been a real testing time for them, being away from family, being in lockdown. And actually, what we sold to them 12 months ago, 24 months ago for some of them, for Zayn, 2 months ago, looks very different to what they all signed up for. So we're hoping that things were going to open up, especially on the back of Boris's announcement on Monday. And we've all got a great deal of optimism with the vaccine, and we want them to come and enjoy the UK. We want them to come and enjoy Super League, and we want them to enjoy what we have to offer over here. So as a club, we've done everything we can, and we look forward to getting some rugby started.
As you intimated there, it can't be the perfect pre-season for any side given the circumstances. What will you be missing? What will you have to do without by the time that first game comes around?
We'll probably see what these next couple of weeks bring, because I'm sure we'll face some more obstacles. But we have got some wonderful young players who we saw in action last year who got a taste of Super League, who are only going to be better. I think the recruitment that we've done so far, I'm extremely happy with. And you add to that those young players, you add to that Gailey's had a good 12 months here now. We're hoping that some of those guys who've had operations, and the likes of Harry Newman and Alex Sutcliffe and Luke Briscoe, will all be there or thereabouts for the start. If not, they'll be ready for those first couple of weeks. I'll include Gailey again in that. We're hoping he'll be ready for round one. So I've already said it. There'll be no excuses or no reasons from me. We understand the challenges, but we just got to be good enough to overcome them.
So the fixtures, I think, will have been confirmed later today. I think that will confirm that teams will play home games or at their own stadiums from round 3. How much of a step in the right direction is that, and towards a little bit more normality in the game?
Yeah, I think it's just really important for all of us to get fans back. That's something, if you ask all the players, the biggest thing they've missed is playing in front of crowds. And certainly for us at Headingley, playing in that empty stadium for 8 months last year, and then we spent a fair bit of time going to St Helens and Warrington as well. But Headingley just doesn't feel right when there's not a crowd in there. So we've got that brand new stand, and we've only used it on a couple of occasions. So we can't wait to get back in front of a crowd. That's the big thing for us. As we've starting to see now, the whole lot of optimism on the back of Monday's roadmap, but also you wake up now and the mornings are a little bit lighter, and you're getting a bit more sunlight, and we haven't got snow at the minute, and it's not -4, so we're getting there, aren't we?
A couple of questions for Kev, if that's okay. First one was just wondering what the situation is regarding Matt Pryor. Last we heard, when we spoke to Rich on a presser a couple of weeks ago, he was talking about him coming over with Zayn, but obviously he's not arrived last week. Is there a problem there, or a hold up, or can you just outline what the situation is?
Bear with me here, because I want to try and get this right on the work that's gone on. And this is, I reckon this will be right across the game, right across Super League, with some overseas players who have gone home. And they've gone from a cold, wet, wintry Super League season to a very nice Australia or New Zealand, and they've seen that our country is still in lockdown. And I mentioned it before about the brochure. What was sold to them has been very, very different this last 10 months, 12 months from what they signed up for. The answer you want, Matty's booked on a flight on Monday. He will be in the country on Tuesday. The delay was purely family reasons. And we have been as compassionate, as sensitive as we can as a club, as caring as a club as we can be, and try to support and help. If I'm being brutally honest, and you know, you probably want to dig a little bit deeper, we were waiting on what Boris said on Monday. I think that was really important for a lot of overseas players who were looking on and deciding whether it was right for them to come back to the UK with their families. But I'm delighted to say Matt will be here on Tuesday. So he had a wonderful year for us last year. He was our player of the year. It was always our plan that Zane would team up with Matty, along with some other wonderful front rowers that we've got. And we just felt with those two sort of leading our pack with that experience, you know, they give us that real hard edge and just a real steel about us. So yes, Matt is due, like I said, due to be on a flight Monday night, and he will land in the UK at lunchtime on Tuesday.